Hello friends, this is Coldrun. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Mass Effect 3, where we are here on the at the Citadel in the embassies, ready to head back to the Normandy and see what's up.
Commander Shepard. Commander, people of the Alliance have questions.
Hi, Kalisa.
Commander Shepard, Kalisa been seen in Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I'm not going to do R2. I think it's a fair question.
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
The same thing I've been doing for
I
the
think I
past
hit
3
L2.
years.
I don't know if I did.
Find a way to stop the Reapers. Get some help, Kalisa. I have work to do.
Reporters, the press, am I right? I have no problem. I have actually no problem with what Kalisa's doing. I think it's a little bit sensationalistic, but like, I mean, I have no problem with her asking, like, why are you leaving Earth? What's going on? I have no problem with it. Even if I'm probably supposed to, but I don't mind it. Normandy, D24, Huerta Memorial Hospital. I think we're just going to the Normandy at this point. What? Is this a dream? I just boarded the Normandy. I just hit like the elevator to join the Normandy. No map. Okay, this is... We're in the woods. This is slow motion. So maybe time passed and my character's actually taking a nap. This didn't just happen as she boarded. So I'm running, I see a kid. Oh, this is the kid from the... Yeah, this is the kid who got blown up. Who was first hiding and then boarded the ship and then got immediately sent to Kingdom Come. And he's gone. Yeah, this is eerie and poetic. What are these leaves? Yeah, leaves on the wind. Dying leaves. Trees yeah, the trees have no leaves on them. They're all fallen. Taking a burn up, yeah. I mean, all the possibilities of what if the Reapers come are, I mean, they're doing a good job early on here of like showing like that it's no longer about possibilities now, like it's very much happening. Because a lot of the first two games were like preventing what ifs but no, it's here.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I've been better.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
Everyone's back on Earth or the galaxy's infighting. Everyone back on Earth or the galaxy's infighting. I mean, maybe what she said is probably... Because I know that there was nothing else I could have done. Like, it would have been worse for me to stay on Earth and, like, shoot my little pistol at the Reapers. But I can imagine that if you're in that position, the logic of it doesn't necessarily alleviate the guilt, the survivor's guilt, that someone like Shepard here would be feeling. Yeah, everyone... I think in this case, like, the galaxy infighting does bother you, but it's not as visceral as thinking of everyone back on Earth.
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh.
New character?
I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance.
Traynor. Specialist
there weren't many of
Traynor.
us aboard when the Reapers hit.
It's okay. Yeah, go for it.
Slow down, Specialist Traynor. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Traynor has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI.
Yeah, she was
Fully
upgraded.
self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour?
Okay.
I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Character has a lingering look on her.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
So before we keep going, I like her a lot. I also, in real life, when I meet someone, I assume they're probably not, I assume they're probably not queer until proven otherwise. In BioWare games, I assume someone is queer unless proven otherwise. Unless it's, because there's certainly, I stand with my non-queer ally. I'm an ally to the non-queer, and I know that they exist, and I want them to make sure they're represented. But for the most part, I assume most people I meet are queer in some way, and it's good to see that that's starting off strong potentially starting off strong with Traynor. Also, now I know that the quantum entanglement, again, I like knowing what quantum entanglements are, at least in very, very basic, like understanding a one-sentence elevator speech about it or being able to say that. So that means that if we're communicating far across the galaxy using quantum entanglement communication, we don't have to worry about how slow it can be for communication to travel even as fast as the speed of light, because that doesn't exist. It's literally instant, from what I understand in the sci-fi. Yeah, they're running scared. Sounds like they're running scared. They're useless. I understand their concerns. Do I understand their concerns? I understand their concern. I get that if I hadn't saved the council last time, they would still be against me. But especially now, I understand their concerns, that I'm just going to use them for my own ends.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
It hits me how much parallel structure so many of these games have. We're finding allies for the Inquisition before we take the fight to them, finding allies for the Grey Wardens among the dwarves and elves and all that before we take the fight to the what do you call it, the Darkspawn. Constantly, and I don't mind it. It's just it hits me sometimes how much parallel structure there is. And Earth.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I don't know how they will.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Like, these seem so wildly outmatched, I don't know how they're going to survive for any prolonged period of time. Intel, armor medkit. Give me the tutorial. Or not. Or, wait, what? Where's the tutorial? They just said Intel. So when it says that, Intel armor medkit, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, where do I look for that Intel I just got? I am not sure. It's something that bothers me in the Destiny 2 interface too, that I'll get these pop-ups and then there's nothing I can press that's like go to the last pop-up and show me what it said. I have to see the pop-up, note the specific type of pop-up it is before it leaves because there's no way to check what it was as soon as it goes away visually, and then know how to navigate to that particular section where the pop-up existed. Like, I wish you could just press the thing, go to the thing, but no luck. So we'll just go in order of what we see. War terminal. War assets. This is like getting Susie, the reporter, whatever her name was, and the doctor. The people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. I wonder if this is like one of my favorite RPGs, Chrono Trigger. You can basically go to the final boss very early, but you're going to get wrecked. I wonder if it's the same thing here. Like, you could speed run very quickly to the final battle, but if your military strength is below... Oh, no, apparently you probably need minimum military strength to even progress far enough. Okay. The Systems Alliance represents humanity's economic potential, political and military reach throughout the galaxy. Its naval forces are led by Admiral Stephen Hackett. Wow. These are all people, I guess, that we have access to? Like Diana Allers, this is the person I was thinking of. She gives 5 points. You suck. No, she doesn't suck, but she's a reporter. But it's not nothing. Alliance News Network reporter Diana Allers has been broadcasting from the Normandy, interviewing crew members and high-ranking Alliance officers to give the galaxy an insider's view of the war. So she's one. Let's just skim through this. This may take a little bit, but I'm in no rush to complete the game. And feel free to skim past this, to scrub past this to after we get past reading about the war assets. Because I want to read through this. But again, I really wouldn't blame anyone for skipping through this if you don't want to read through it with me. The Alliance Engineering Corps cuts roads through mountains and builds bases on asteroids. While the bulk of the AEC has active wartime duties, the brightest are helping build a device of Prothean origin recovered on Mars. So this is them who are actually doing the building of it. I'm going to probably skim through these a little bit. Unprecedented emergency funding for any Alliance resources that won't interfere with the troop deployment. Yeah. So we got the 103rd Marine Division. This is just part of my assets right now? How did I get all these people? Admiral Mikhailovich? Is this... I'm a bit... Actually, you know, I might hold off on reading this because I'm not really sure what to make of all this. This is a little bit... I don't know. I feel like I'm starting the game like I'm starting someone else's playthrough. Like, why do I have all this to start? Why am I already at 745? The first, third, and fifth fleets are already part of me. I don't need to do anything for those. Or 103rd Marine Division, the largest collection of Special Force soldiers. Okay. They're training in a large variety of... They train in a large variety of environments. Admiral Mikhailovich. When the Reaper called Sovereign... I guess these are people from the past. When the Reaper attacked... When Sovereign attacked the Citadel in 2183... Rear Admiral Boris Mikhailovich led the 63rd Scout Flotilla against it. Fewest losses in the fleet. Crucial support. Combat experience. Okay. And we got 3 fleets. The 1st, 3rd, and 5th fleet. Like, could I have done stuff in the prior games to get the 2nd and 4th fleet? I don't know. Yeah, 1st fleet was near Karen Relay when the Reapers invaded. Commanding Admiral Ines Lindholm made the painful decision to use a 10th of the fleet's remaining vessels as cover so the rest could escape. This must have been from the prior game, I just don't remember it. The 3rd Fleet, stationed at Arcturus, headed by Admiral Nitesh Singh. When the Reapers came for the station, Singh had already pulled his command ship, the SSV Logan, back to an ideal firing position. The Dreadnought's guns managed to slow down the destroyer before it could demolish the 3rd Fleet, but Singh was forced to retreat. The 5th Fleet, famous across the galaxy after spearheading Alliance forces at the Battle of the Citadel. Admiral Hackett gave the order to retreat, sacrificing the entirety of the 2nd Fleet to give the 3rd and 5th Fleet the chance to escape. Again, this must be stuff from the prior game. It's gotta be. And we got the Normandy SR2. So the first Normandy was destroyed. The second one was rebuilt from Cerberus, and this is like, I just handed it over, basically. All these updates I'm skimming, all these updates I'm seeing here, Thanex magnetic hydrodynamic cannon, this must have been stuff from the prior game. Mineral resources, yeah, it's discovered significant amounts of elemental deposits while scanning planets with the Normandy SR2. When was this? When the Alliance dry docked the Normandy, they seized all recovered elements. This material surplus has gone toward building the Prothean device. Like, again, did I just have this already, or was this something from before? I don't know. Alright, so those are our war assets. I'm surprised the Doctor wasn't a war asset. I guess she's something else. Nothing else in this initial war room that I see. Anything else on the VidCom, by the way? I never actually checked there again. No, nothing else here. So I guess next we're going to head up to... I guess the elevator. It looks like the bathroom. The symbol for it looks like we're going to the bathroom. This is the tech labs? I guess this is the tech labs. I'm sure that as we meet the scientists and stuff like this, these rooms will start to fill up. Model Alliance shuttle. I have picked up a Model Alliance shuttle. No idea where now I have it. But again, that frigging pop-up, I don't know what to do with it. But I have it now.
I can't believe the Council won't help. Come on, Sarah. If Thestia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you could be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Private Westmoreland. Let me through. Thank you. Is that you? Are you Private Westmoreland? I like your beret. So now we are where? We are into the galaxy map with Specialist Traynor.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
So Sanctum, okay, so we got a new quest, an N7 category quest. And let's look what Sanctum is. Sanctum is known for the freezing ice storms which sweep across its poles and temperate zones, with only a thin strip of habitable land along the equator. That sounds familiar. Was that something we'd seen before? Because of those harsh living conditions, Sanctum attracts only the most gruff and hardy. I think it's gruffest and hardiest, right? I think those are both superlatives. From miners to mercenaries to company men. Mining was referred to as ice cracking anywhere but the equator, is the backbone. Mining, referred to as ice cracking anywhere but the equator, is the backbone of Sanctum's economy. The planet's rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. I've not heard that term before. I've heard of doping. I've never heard of semiconductor doping. I guess to boost the semiconductor usage. Sanctum's corporate factions have learned that Cerberus is involved in the planet's finances. Systems Alliance agents are embedded within the corporate strata, are quietly urging the companies to confront Cerberus directly, but so far, financial bickering has kept the Sanctum's major stakeholders from acting against the elusive man. And so we have Cerberus Lab. Yeah, just discovered a new lab on Cerberus, a new lab located on Sanctum. Investigate the lab and deal with any potential threat. Specialist Traynor.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Yeah, I can help get over it. Now, I really don't want to be a dick. Sometimes I don't mind having an opinion if that opinion, like, I never mind having, in real life I mind having opinion a lot, but like in this character I certainly don't mind having an opinion that's confrontational, but again, I don't like being a dick. I could have helped you.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah.
So she grew up wealthy.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
She grew up wealthy. Like, that is a toothbrush using tiny Mass Effect fields to massage the gum. Okay. Hold on a second.
Carry on, Specialist.
I want to check something. Is she on my squad here? No, nobody's on my squad here. Huh.
Can I help you, Commander?
But maybe squad is just active people I have on the planet. All right, yeah, personal history. Let's start with that.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford.
Okay.
My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
I mean, you're probably right. I don't know why I'm saying don't talk like that. I'll say it because it's the other option other than investigate, and I want to continue the conversation, but I don't like that option.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
All right, joining the military.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
So she doesn't, but she doesn't yet, but she's trying to put on a front for the commander. Reaction to, or your lab, let's ask about your lab job. It's kind of a natural lead-in.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
But the quantum entanglements themselves are not time-lagged. It's just trying to mesh them with people who are not using quantum entanglements, I think. Is that right? All right, return to war.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger problems right now.
Worry about what you can control.
Believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
So she's probably not going to be joining me in the front lines, but she's not. She is on the front lines here, but she's not joining me like on planets with a gun in her hands. I don't think. Elevator. We will hold.
private terminal.
Oh, thank you. Private terminal. Email. I feel like this whole, like, seeing email here is always funny, because I think I see, like, Alien, like the first Alien movie, and all the future stuff was just, like, it was like futuristic versions of what they had then. Like, that looks silly to us now, like that, like the big, chunky terminals, that sort of thing. And seeing email, I feel like email will not always be a thing this far in the future, but maybe it will. Special Ops from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I'll need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. This is just what he told me. Okay. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Emergency flash traffic. Urgent. Flash. All Alliance military personnel. Galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in the Sol system. On Earth under... Okay, yeah, this is Earth under Reaper attack. Don't approach, stay away, channel... Okay. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent actions authorized. You gotta have that. K9. Subject, my dog. Who is this from? I have to see this. Andrea Brown? No idea who you are or who K9 is, but I like K9 already. I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VI, Edie, email, because we're not supposed to tell people that Edie's an AI, right? Like, that was something that was done kind of like that was a secret upgrade made by Cerberus or something, or let me know if I'm mistaken. But I didn't think it was public knowledge. I'm all the way out in... Oh yeah, Edie emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails, and 750-volt outlets. I'm glad she clarified that this was a mech dog. Thank you, and sorry for your trouble. I promise you won't be too much of a headache, Andrea Brown. Nobody likes dogs. I am so excited for this dog. I can't wait to meet K9. I don't know why K is KEI. I'm sure we'll find out. An Alert. New article, Quarian Fleet. By Ruxius Rilius. That's a Harry Potter name if ever I heard one. Citadel, where is the Quarian Fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy is pushed back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Dude, we've heard that before. Like this game, they've mentioned that. Yeah, we don't know where they are. Whatever they're up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination. There are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. So I wonder if there's like a group of... if there's a faction in the Quarians that are like, screw this, let's find another galaxy. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like the smartest move, because it feels like there's no real hiding from the Reapers at this point. Welcome back gift from Edie. While you were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand, should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship doesn't have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. You'll find it among your selection of casual clothing in your cabin. Thank you, Edie. I'm sure they actually sell that in the BioWare store. Glyph, you have an upgrade waiting. Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tassoni's station at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. No idea who Glyph is, but thanks, I guess? And then the priority mission Eden Prime. Wait, this is new, isn't it? Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin to attempt to liberate it, but we've been doing what we can to aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. Infiltrate in the colony, recover the artifact. So is that now added to my... Yeah, priority Eden Prime. Okay. Thank you for the updates, for the messages. So we can go to the elevator, but let's say hello to Joker first. Oh, where is this? Is this just the exit? Yeah, that's the airlock. I'm gonna do this just to check, but I'm pretty sure that this just takes us out. Oh, nope, never mind. We actually can't leave right now. Anyone here? No. Joker.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
Joker's still... This is still Seth Green, it sounds like. It's not their fault. It kind of is their fault. You're surprised?
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
All the characters here have this weird visual. Like, my character also has this, like, they look kind of bug-eyed, like, alternate between kind of cross-eyed and dopey and a little bit, like bug-eyed. I don't know what it is. It's a very minor thing, but it sticks out to me. All right, so we're in the Combat Information Center. Let's start with the captain's cabin. Yeah, just as we left it. And so we can put our little model ship in one of these places, right? Private terminal, this is just emails, right? Squad selection. Yeah, so we can Liara and James, but no Traynor. So James is all about the armor, 25% armor boost. Liara is about power damage. Cycle appearances. Oh. Neat. We'll stick with the default there. What about for you? It's intense. We'll stick with the basics again for now. Now, where do I put my little model ships up? Armor locker, I see that. Yeah, armor locker. Casual. I mean, if we're doing casual, let's do casual. Let's do... Shepard is quite something. Let's go with the casual rather than evening gown casual. Armor set. We got one Cerberus Ajax armor. And this is also our gift, the gift we got, so we'll do that. Cerberus Ajax armor. That feels like if we're trying to earn back people's trust, wearing Cerberus armor feels like a bad idea. Those are the only two we got. We'll just do basic. Helmet or no helmet? We'll do helmet, because the helmet you could still see ourselves. Chest. So, when I got some, because at some point I got a new armor piece. I think that's this. So it would be less health, more shield regeneration. I don't know, just for the fashion of it, we'll probably stick with the baseline. Nah, screw it. We'll do shield regeneration. This is our new... We got the Casa Fabrication. So, oh, and we can see info on... Show info on this. Yeah, shield regen speed 10%. Chest plate with microcapacitors that release energy that speed up shield regeneration. Yeah, sure. Material. Oh, material is like the color of it. We'll stick with one. Pattern, 2 patterns. Do we want bright and colorful? Let's do the middle ground, the black and red. And the other stuff I'm fine with. What is this? Sound system. Is okay. Yeah, this is a little bit good background music. I'm okay with it. Not crazy about it, but like I'm all right with it. And let's go to the crew deck. What did it say? Give a description of this. I didn't see that. Crew's quarters, mess hall, lounge, medical, AI core, main battery, observation deck, life support. Good. Let's start with this other section first. What'd that say? Starboard observation deck. Yeah, I remember all this. This is the bathroom. This is where one of my party members was. I don't remember who, but I remember them being here. Yeah. I'm expecting this will be empty for quite a while now. Not for quite a while, but until we get party members at least. Life support model Destiny Ascension. I picked it up, but I don't... Okay. I really thought there must be somewhere I can put those up in my room. Observation deck. What was her name was here, right? Maybe it starts with a K. Oh, shoot, what was her... I don't remember her name, but I remember her character. She was... Keiko? No, I don't remember her. I'm so bad with names. I'm back in my personal quarters because I want to see where I can put this ship model up. Or maybe it's just automatically put here. Because I see 3 models here, so I'll bet these gradually fill in as I collect them. Is there a way to actually check what they are? Like if I want to remember which I've collected? Can I observe them from here or something? So a thing pop up briefly. Private? No, it's private terminal. No, I guess not. There's got to be a way to see them. There's got to be a way to view the models again to see like which I've collected and what a little bit about them. Is there really not? Right, so heading to this other part. 5 is the mess hall to start. Mess hall, and here's Dr. Chakwas. I assume she's here anyway. There she is.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
You know, yeah, better safe than sorry, of course.
Yes, a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
Thank you. Family.
You never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
Not the healthiest way to approach a work relationship, your work relationships, but I see where she's coming from, and I get that medicine is its own profession. Cerberus.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them.
Fair. A good outlook.
So no, I don't regret it one bit.
Medical supplies.
How's their inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
All right, good to see you again.
Take care, Shepard.
Any of your stuff I can loot. Reassign power bonuses. Bonus powers, not power bonuses. Conversations with your companions unlock bonus powers. Neat. Nothing yet, though. Reassign powers. This is the same thing. The reset Shepard's powers. Liara's. It's 0 credits? Why is it 0 credits? Will it always be 0 credits? I'm okay as is, I think. I might use this later once I have a better sense of what I want. Oh, there was an AI core past here. Can I get into it? I can. Hi? Who is this and why does she have high heels? Or something like that? What is that? Does she have spoons on her feet? Who is this? I don't know. Non-rhetorical question. Let me know if that was something from the last game that I'm just forgetting. Did someone try to give Edie a body and Joker picked that body for Edie? So this is Liara's cabin. A lot of memories here. Not necessarily for me so much as for Shepard.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time.
Okay.
If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office.
Draw away.
It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Same to you, Glyph. I wonder if...
I was hoping the new council would be a little more helpful than the last one.
The meeting was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info broker's turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered, I think.
I was going to say, is she still the Shadow Broker? And it sounds like she is. Intel Terminal. Let's check this out. Armor Mod Kit and upgrades. Armor Mod Kit. Farron has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy. Technically illegal in Citadel space, the kit's Omni-Gel Converter and Manufacturing Fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments. I don't know. Let's just do shield. I'm probably going to do just a balance of offense and defense. I've done some offensive options. Let's do, yeah, shields plus 5%. And then broker terminal. Now let's just talk with Oh, this is cool. I like this. This term. Look at all these monitors. Liara. My ex.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Excuse me. Did the Protheans finish it?
Did the Protheans actually complete
I mean, we know
this
they
weapon?
didn't. We know they didn't.
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
So I'm almost, yeah, I don't think it's going to be a canon. I really do think it's going to be something that changes the Reapers in a fundamental level. Agreed.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt, I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard, it's been more than a half a year.
Yeah.
Should we continue where we left off?
I'm going to say no, let's just be friends. Just because, again, I don't have... I see this as a person rather than... If I were Shepard, I'd probably say absolutely. But me as a player, I just don't remember enough about where things were at with her. So I'm going to say let's just be friends.
A lot has happened since then, Liara. I don't think we'd work anymore.
Really? Thank you for letting me know.
I think it's best for both of us.
Hopefully we don't have a kid out there somewhere.
Well, anyway, I should get down to business. There's a lot to do if we're to discover exactly what the Protheans left us.
I don't remember. I don't remember if we have a kid somewhere or what happened with that. I know it's possible, but I don't remember if anything like that actually happened. Let's talk to Liara again.
Hello again, Shepard.
So what's new now that I just broke up with you and you clearly weren't expecting it? What's new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
Yeah, I imagine the two of you would butt up against each other. You cover a lot of the same ground. Prothean device. Or no, let's start, yeah, Prothean device.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
And information, well, how's being the Shadow Broker?
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
I mean, when you say an appropriate distraction, you gotta follow that up. How'd you get away?
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
No, that's kind of awesome.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
What happened to Farron? In parentheses, remind me who Farron is.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
I like the little just by the way as it comes in, as Glyph comes in there. And the information drone, yeah. Speaking of Glyph butting in.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
All right, see you later.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
And then we got her terminal here.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Very trusting. Glyph, remind me to help clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device, Liara. So notes 2171 to 2185. The University... there's a lot here. University of Cerise agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Dreadorop. Very exciting. Professor Hennel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment, thesis on Prothean first contact protocols. 2174. I believe Dr. Joshon was right to suggest that Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the third, not the fourth age. All right. Going part one, going on the... Ooh, this one's about me. When you're reading through a journal, it's always in someone's, especially if you're reading through someone's private journal, always look for the stuff about you. Part one, I'm going to the Therum expedition. Never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Cerise must have secured the funding after all. Part 2, Goddess, this human shepherd has the key to comprehending the... So these are all like stuff from her past quests and stuff, right? It's gotta be. Human shepherd has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. Oh, that's right, I was trying to remember why Eden Prime was familiar. That's where I first got the Echo or whatever it is, right? I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire with correction notes. And then 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Prothean's husks. At least nothing... I did not remember that. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. And then, message from Operative Ferran to the Broker. Glyph pronounced it Farron, but she pronounced it Ferran. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. The Crucible is... because I just played Elden Ring, and so... Right, different Crucible. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the Shadow Broker? Ferran. Okay, bye. So...
Please, enjoy your day.
Same to you, Glyph. Yeah, I'm glad they gave me that out. Because, again, I'm not... Wait. 2 was the Joker, right? No, 2's the main battery. Wrong part of the ship. I'm glad that they gave me the out with Liara. That acknowledged the past romance and gave the whole, like, are you sure you want to continue it? I'm sure you could probably pick it up if need be, but I don't intend to at the moment. Main battery. Anything here? No. Not yet. Again, I'm sure we'll get, like, Billy the AI character who lives there now, but nothing yet. Next deck, we'll go to engineering. Engineering, port cargo, starboard cargo, subdeck. Three. So Diana Allers is at 3, port cargo is at 4. We'll start with 4. Or we'll start with nothing. Let's not start with 4. What's here? Is this another bathroom? No, that's something else. Yeah, let's check out here. We can go downstairs. This is where Jack used to hang out, right? Model Turian Cruiser. Got it. And the Shadow Broker model. And the Sovereign mod. Yeah, this is all just stuff that I'm guessing that if we hadn't played the prior games and carried over this character, we wouldn't have these models. So now this should be where reporter face is. Yeah, Diana. Glad you're a reporter, otherwise I would be concerned. Yeah, we got the Asari guy, or not the Asari, the Silurian guy. This sounds space racist, but I can't tell the difference between Silurians for the most part. So I don't know which Silurians these are. John, call soon. Yeah. Meet me, level 67 missing. Just looking around the rest of your room. Okay, what do you got, Diana?
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
Yeah, as a reporter, you'd be excited for that.
Exactly.
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Okay. Focus on Cerberus? No. Yeah, get us support.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Can you tell me about that now?
Commander. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Yeah, Carrie, no, we need to talk about the time you made an Elcor cry.
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
Maybe that's if you do the Allers romance path, that's the final reward. She tells you about how she made an Elcor cry. Engineer Adams, how are you doing? And who are you?
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So he was from the first game?
What do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
I mean, I assume he did refuse because he didn't want to join Cerberus, which is, like, super understandable, but why'd you refuse?
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post.
Yeah, this is very much a no need for an apology situation.
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
I'm guessing all that bugginess during the cutscene was because his character was still walking around, so they were showing, like, where he would have been. Yeah, tell me about your family.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Who were the two engineers from that were kind of bickering with each other like siblings in the last game? Normandy.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well-balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
That sounds stressful.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
So again, these are all things that I must have chosen in the prior playthrough, because I remember choosing big upgrades for the ship like this. I just don't remember which ones. Edie.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done.
Brave man.
The Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
This is why I'm so sad that right now it feels like we have a society that's not remotely set up to provide for people and to take advantage of advances in AI. I really would like to be excited about it, because having an ED would be awesome. And I know that any AI we have is not actually anywhere remotely sentient or actual AI the way that this is, but like even a little like talking robot pal would be awesome. It's just there's so much grossness around it that I can't be happy for it the way things are right now. We'll see. All right, carry on.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
So we can get really close to this thing. As eerie as this is. I think visually this is taking at least some inspiration from the Event Horizon or Sphere. Neither of which turned out all that well in the end for the people around those things. So that's about all the time I have for the moment. We'll head to the shuttle bay just so I remember where to start next time. But I will call it... I see K9 over there. We'll start next time with K9, or with one of these other losers, but probably with K9. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this as they come out. And I'll see you as we meet a robot dog. Bye-bye.